Okay, so I know a lot of you guys are curious about, after watching the last video of the dyno run and how we had some failures, some pump failures, are wondering what happened. And I got to be honest with you, I still don't know. I am gonna find out because I'm gonna send my pump. I'm getting a modified pump, a brand new modified, ready to send some serious fuel. I'm getting that. It should be in the next week or two here. But what I'm doing is I'm going to send my pump to the guy. I don't know if I'm allowed to say who he is, but to the guy who's modifying a pump for me. And I'm going to see if he can find out what happened, because I don't know. There's no metal anywhere. I checked the little control valve thing, the screen on the pump itself, and I also checked the little pressure thing at the back of the driver's side rail, whatever that thing is. I don't even know what it is, but took that off and inspected where I could. No, it still runs and drives fine. It just the pump doesn't create power. So, and I don't know enough about the CP4s, their internal workings, to know what happened. So I'm gonna send it to the guy. Hopefully he can figure out what happened, and then I can update you guys on what exactly failed in that pump. But it's the pump is the problem. I think we all know. So that's the update on the pump. We got some things in the works. We got a new pump coming, and we have a new turbocharger coming, a modified VGT, to give us a little less drive pressure. Yeah, get that stuff exhausted and get that gas out of there. So that's gonna be cool, because it's gonna be really cool. So, but that's gonna be a later video. That stuff should be coming in the next week or two, excuse me. And but yeah, for now I just wanted to put this video out here because I've had talking to a lot of people about how what all needs to happen to get to like 750 power range. So I want to get this video out of here because I didn't know shit at first. So through my whole journey and talking to people and gathering information, I figured I'd just put it all in a video, so that it's out there, because I just wanted a central place for people to learn. You know, if they didn't know, obviously I don't know everything. I'm still learning every single day, but this is stuff that I picked up over the past couple of months, really, maybe a year, but really since May, maybe, right when I first put that compound set on. A little before that, when I started doing research, and I couldn't really find a whole lot of info. So hopefully this gets to the right people, and yeah, hopefully it's just good knowledge for people looking for it. So, okay, how to make 750 horsepower in your 6.7 Powerstroke. Now, before we get too far, I am referring to the Job 2 trucks. So if we look at this picture right here, this is the Job 1 connecting rod. This is Job 2 connecting rod. How to tell if you have a Job 2 truck? From my understanding, they switched to this connecting rod here in the middle in February of 2017. So like my truck, if you've watched any of it, that's a build date of May of 2017. So should be good. This right here, for anyone wondering, is the 2020 steel piston. That looks like a good unit, and it's a cool thing Ford did for the community. I don't think they did it for the community. Maybe I don't know. They actually dropped total weight on the rotating assembly by like 2 pounds and went to a steel piston. That's nuts. So good for them for doing that. Oh, just got a new follower right in the middle of recording this video. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Sorry, that's for like Twitch and stuff. Anyway, Ford made the steel for us, so that's gonna be, I'm gonna, when I'm shooting for 1,000 horse, I'm gonna use this piston. I think that's my plan right now, at least. So 2017 and up, 2 things you need, just 2, and that's it, to make 750 horse. Let's call it 750. I mean, but to be in the 700 range, I'm just gonna keep referring to it as 750. Who cares? Oops, that's for in a sec. So first thing you need 2 things: fuel pump, turbocharger. Now, the most cost-effective way if I was shooting for 750 and that's it, this is what I would do. I think this is the most cost-effective way, with also being kind of sweet, and you'll see why. Because I also might make another video called how to make your 6.7 sound like a 6-liter, because this turbocharger right here is probably the one I would buy. This, well, I don't know if that picture is this one or the 6464, but the 6668, 66 millimeter compressor wheel, 68 millimeter turbine. That is, and this is from Midwest Diesel and Auto, has obviously done R&D on his own turbocharger. This charger does over 820 rear wheel horsepower at the tire. So pretty good and redundant there. And no punctuation, but if he builds a good turbocharger, I don't give a shit about his grammar. So this, and I think this Dash 10 is what I was talking about before, how to make your shit sound like a 6-liter, your 6.7, a 10 millimeter turbine. So in 2003, the VGT that was strapped onto the 6-liter was a 10 blade turbine. That's what gave it the iconic whistle. You know what? Just since it sounds so cool, let's go find one real quick. 6-liter whistle. What the hell was a whispering something? Let's see what this guy's got. Oh, come on. Unless it's... Okay, you've lost me already. This dude, that dude, come on, man. 262,000 views. That dude's got the worst audio quality. What are we... 2008 this is from. Holy shit, this was... Even though it's a dog shit video. Oh, it sounds so good. We've got to find some better videos. Holy shit. Okay, here's the point though. The point I'm trying to make is if you get the 10 blade, that's the 10 blade turbine. This is what you can achieve. Hopefully I can use this dude's video. Sorry if I can't. That's badass, okay? So this, I did a little research and digging. This guy right here with this truck is using a Titan Turbo Services Gen 2, I think is what they're calling it, but it's a modified, it's gonna be like this one. It's a modified drop-in VGT. You'll maintain drivability. And if this guy, I mean, this man is saying 820 rear wheel horsepower out of this turbocharger, I'm all in. I think that is the best way, because you maintain drivability, and the cheapest way, or the financially, I think that's the smartest way to go about this. You can also do it with compounds, as I'm sure a lot of you are thinking right now, which is what I've done. But my goal isn't just 750. I'm looking to go a lot. I'm looking for 1,000 at the end of this whole build. So right now we're just talking about 750. And if it was me going for 750, this is what I would do. A, it sounds so badass. But B, you maintain drivability, and you can do it with a non-VGT modern diesel Corey. There's a great example. I'm sure you guys have seen his videos. He's making 720 something with a non-VGT 300 series charger, I think. I can't remember, but yeah, he's making and a modified pump, which we'll get to in a second. So it can be done many ways, but like I'm saying, This is the way I would do it. I think that's the most badass. The 10 blade turbine is super badass, and say it again, you can have good drivability still. Now, that's turbo taken care of. Just, I mean, Absolute Performance makes one. That Titan Turbo Services, just got to do a little digging. Forums or like Facebook groups. I'm sure you guys are on the 6-7 Facebook group. Ask in there who makes a good modified VGT. Anything. I mean, you just need something to get enough air. Now, fuel. There's really like Exergy and River City Diesel are the two top, I would say, people that are making modified CP 4.2s, which is what you need to get to that 700 mark. You can't, or dual fueler. But again, the most cost-effective way, instead of buying a whole new pump, more shit to go wrong. My opinion is get a 10 millimeters, what they're calling it, but it's just a modified CP 4.2 for higher output. And then the last thing you need is good tuning. But hold on, let's stick with this real quick, because the other thing you can do, which I did and it didn't work out for me, but again, Modern Diesel Corey, he's running the 55 over kit and he's making 6 or 720 something at the wheels. It's possible for sure. It's proven. I did this. I modified my pump. It had 90,000 miles on it. It didn't work out for me. So if it's me, I'm going with a brand new pump. I'm sticking a brand new modified pump in there. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to do dual fuelers. It's less shit to go wrong for 750. At a certain point, I will have to do dual fuelers to get to 1,000. There's no single pump you can use that'll make 750 for you, or 1,000. Sorry. But a modified pump like this will make 750. Now, if you're wondering, well, what about the transmission? What about like any other shit? If you have the right transmission tuning, and if you have the right engine tuning, everything else should be good. Ford has, maybe they've overbuilt their trucks. I don't know. But I think we as the consumer appreciate that they've done it, because you can make them, and 750 is a fun, streetable driving power range. And for only having to install a new pump and install a new turbocharger, I think that's huge. But again, that's what I would do. And then I'd probably, if I'm doing all that, I would get a piping kit. I just think it cleans it up, and it's a lot nicer an area when you have all that bullshit out of there that usually is strapped onto the top of these motors, these engines. So to make 700 horse, you don't need to do a whole lot. You really don't. That's it. That's as in depth as you gotta go for it. Hope I hit everything. If I didn't hit touch on anything, let me know. But that's just what I would do, because it's really not that hard.